Brett, there's a heavy police presence out here right now. Not sure exactly what happened, but we did hear from witnesses that they were in line to get into the Dent schoolhouse. That's a haunted house here in the Green Township when they heard gunshots. I'll step by the way so you can get a better look here at the scene. The heavy police presence, as I mentioned, you can see police cars, you can see the police tape here, police officers surveying the scene. You see that police officer there with a flashlight surveying the scene. Also here, this Buffalo Wild Wings, there's a Buffalo Wild Wings to my right behind me. That's also where a police presence is. We, again, aren't sure what happened. According to witnesses on the scene, there was gunshots. That's when they scattered. Still unsure, and that's unconfirmed. Still waiting to find out if anyone, according to the witnesses, was hurt, anyone injured in that alleged gunfire. We'll give you more information as we learn it. In Green Township, Jay Shakur, WCPO 9 News. That's right, Adrian. We're told those crew members were on their way to get a patient when the helicopter crashed right behind this restaurant on Route 220. According to the FAA, the helicopter crashed around 6 last night. The Owen County coroner tells WCPO 9 News Gail Ellman, Bethany Aiken, and James Welsh were all killed. On Electric Cooperative reported a power outage for a lot of nearby customers because of that crash, but that did not last long. Jay Thomas was outside when the chopper came down and took this video as he walked to see what he heard. Thomas also offering his condolences. A spokesperson for Air Evac Life Team said in part, quote, "Our primary focus now is on supporting the families who were impacted as well as our team members."
I heard a thump sound. It sounded like a helicopter that got hit down over here. I know it's friends and family that was part of the community for the local area. You know, I will be praying for y'all.
The FAA has taken over this investigation. Right now, investigators are working to figure out how and why this crash occurred. Still a lot of questions here, Adrian. Kristen, fire crews just left after putting out that fire about 25 minutes ago. You can see debris still here everywhere. The smell of that smoke from that fire that started earlier this morning is still thick in the air. Debris like wood. Installation is everywhere. Even what appears to be a burned out charred vehicle is here. Not much at all left of that home. Here's what we know about yesterday, though. The explosion yesterday morning left 2 people dead and a third person is hurt. Neighbors tell our crews that third person was an HVAC worker inside the home at the time. One neighbor even said he watched him come out of the home, that HVAC worker run out of the home with his hair on fire. Several animals somehow made it out of this explosion, and the League of Animal Welfare in Batavia says they have 2 of those cats and they're looking for fosters to take in those animals. If you're looking to help, you can contact them on Facebook or you can visit them. They open today at noon. We are tracking all updates this morning and we'll bring you the latest as we learn it. Back to you. Tanya, Craig, snow on top of snow, as you all mentioned, and given the city's slow response to side streets like this, many residents I spoke to today are questioning how the city will deal with this storm this time around. I'll show you what I'm seeing here on this street. It's hard to tell at certain portions of this street where the street ends and the sidewalk begins. We even saw a car stuck actually, stuck in the snow, attempting to get out of this snow here on this street, still not fully plowed. City officials say road crews are on their 6th consecutive day of working 12-hour shifts. They've salted roads and put out snow melt to clear the city's 3,100 lane miles, treating streets in 4 different plow districts, of course, prioritizing those main streets. Property owners are responsible for removing snow and ice from sidewalks connected to their property in a timely manner. But with this fresh round of snow, some residents are still questioning the city's plan to clear the roads. One Kennedy Heights woman says she did her part. Her driveway and sidewalk are plowed. She says she put in multiple tickets requesting the city to plow her street, and nothing happened until this afternoon. And even then, there's concern about plows just pushing that snow onto cleared sidewalks.
I mean, I got stuck a few times trying to back up into the driveway, but eventually I got there. But you know, it shouldn't be that hard to try to get into your driveway. Once they come through and they plow, all of this is going to get blocked again. So it's just, you have to redo the same work. And especially if there's more snow that comes on top of that, it's just going to be more of a challenge.
As of this morning, the city says plows have traveled more than 47,000 lane miles to clear and re-clear city streets here. I want to show you here now, this car literally just pulled out of their driveway after being stuck for about 5 or so minutes going down that way. Coming up at 6, I'll have more from one local group working to shovel driveways. They share what they're encountering even on residential roads and streets that have been plowed. Live in Kennedy Heights, I'm Jay Shakur. Jason Fauntleroy bought this lot hoping to build a home on it, but the purchase didn't come with just this sliver of land. It came with this entire street.
It's been a nightmare.
That's how Fauntleroy describes the back and forth he's been having with the city of Trenton. It's over this piece of land he's owned for 3 years. Fauntleroy claims the city began the process of reclaiming the land through eminent domain back in October. But when the property was appraised, instead of assessing all of the land, the lot, and the sliver of street out in front, Fauntleroy maintains they only appraised a portion.
They shut me out. They block my calls. It's hard to even get through to anybody.
Fauntleroy says he just wants the full and fair value. So I took his unanswered questions to the city of Trenton. So he legally owns this lot here and this street?
Yes.
He purchased that. How could he purchase a street where there are multiple homes on that drive?
So I'm not sure how that occurs, other than that it was a private drive that was created through a homeowners association. The homeowners association was responsible for maintaining that property.
Trenton City Manager Marcos Nichols says the city's actions are a result of contentious conversations. If you purchase the street in addition to the lot, why is the lot only being assessed for property value in this eminent domain litigation?
So I cannot speak to the appraised value. The thought process with the appropriation process is to convert the private drive to a public roadway, which the city would then be responsible for maintaining and owning.
Treat people fair. Don't just take advantage of someone because they don't have the means of getting an attorney.
In Trenton, Jay Shakur, WCPO 9 News. I'm driving southwest towards Verona, Kentucky. Coming up, I'll have more on the road conditions, wind impact, and the best practices while driving in the remnants of this hurricane. Adrian, I'm here in Walton, Kentucky, just south of the I-71-75 split here in Boone County. We're driving north on Kentucky State Route 25. Right now, the rain has definitely, compared to just about 45 minutes ago, the rain has definitely slowed down here. The rain was making visibility a challenge with winds moving slightly. The car was moving just a bit as we were driving. Not a lot of standing water right now, though. Again, that wind, not major, but again, be careful on these roads. Conditions can change very, very quickly. But as you go throughout the day and as you go throughout your weekend, this drive, and the remnants of this hurricane, here are a couple things that you should keep in mind when driving. You want to slow down, you want to decrease your risk of hydroplaning, as well as you want to not brake. You don't want to slam on those brakes when you're going behind a vehicle tracking on these roads. You do not want to slam on those brakes. There is a possibility for flooding. We haven't seen any of that just yet, but as we learn more, as we see more, we will bring that to you about these road conditions here in Kentucky. Adrian? Tanya, I'm back out here in Erlanger, as you mentioned, at the intersection of Birch Drive and Hickory Lane, where a down tree is here. If you follow it, it fell down, it hit this car here, hit those power lines. We do know that because of that, at least one home on this block is without power because of this down tree. We do know from the family that is in this home directly in front of the tree that it's been here since they moved in. That's over 30 years ago. We know from the family that no one was hurt. Their car, unfortunately, is damaged, but no one was hurt in this, fortunately. This, again, has obstructed traffic.
From the 9 First Warning Weather Team.
Off the area. This is just indicative.
A severe T-storm warning is in effect for Adams until 6:30 p.m.
Kentucky driving all day. We've seen down
Tape
trees,
shelter indoors and away from windows.
Like so we've seen down trees, we've seen leaves and other debris.
From the 9 First Warning Weather Team.
Ponding as of late. The rain now obviously
A severe T-storm warning is in effect for Adams until 6:30 p.m.
All right. Thank you, Jay. Here we are, finally getting to it.
New money to provide more access to an old age solution.
Sections where there's wide pieces of sidewalk and concrete in the public right-of-way, we're going to be able to go in, remove that concrete, and replace it with actual earth and dirt, and then go in and put in trees.
The city of Newport is beginning the process of planting up to 1,000 trees on the city's west side. Most of them will be near the city's intermediate school, on west side blocks, and close to parks. This area has less than 5% tree coverage. City leaders say a nearly $1 million grant will pay for it. The largest green investment in Newport's history will have a dramatic impact on the community. Taking places like here on Columbia Street near Newport Intermediate School and turning it into this, an urban tree canopy like in this neighborhood on the city's east side.
We want to make sure those trees are in the neighborhoods where people are living to make sure that they are reaping the benefits of having them so close by. So less flooding, lower energy bills.
Longtime Newport resident Teresa Walker takes a daily walk around Buena Vista Park. She welcomes the new planting.
It's really gets hot. Like you can't play at the playground when it's real hot because it's too hot for the kids to get on there.
But it comes with some hesitation. You welcome the new projects, but for you it's more so about the follow-up.
Right. You gotta clean, you gotta take care of it. You can put all these trees in, but if you don't take care of it, it's not gonna do no good. That money's gonna go to waste. And we could use them. We could really use them. It would clean up Newport.
In Newport, Shakur, WCPO 9 News.